Celtic. Not Celtic, Celtic. And very rural. So, I suppose that's a grand market. Sort of looks like a normal market to me, but okay.
Wow, so this is Celtic. It seems like a really relaxing little town, though there are a lot more people here than I expected.
I imagine they've come for the Grand Market. Even merchants from other countries regularly come to see it.
Sounds like this place is as popular with the tourists as the capital then, but for a whole different set of reasons.
Celdic's also widely renowned for their local beer, which they make using rye. But you're all still minors, so I'm the only one here who gets to drink it.
That's why she came.
Are you trying to make us jealous?
You just came here for the alcohol.
We don't really care, you know.
Anyway, let me show you to the inn. It's, right over there.
Okay, let's go.
If I see her drinking, just the entire time. God damn it, Sarah. God damn it. Ooh. Well, well. I hadn't expected to see the Purple Lightning herself in such a quaint little town. Ah, the chicks with her seem to be an interesting lot, too. Bah. No time for that now. I have more pressing matters to attend to. By chicks, I assume he meant children, not like girls, because that would be creepy. Then again, this is Japan. So I presume she picked an inn with a bar. Hey there, Margaret. Well, if it isn't Sarah, what are you doing here? I knew the kids were coming, but I didn't think you'd be coming with them. Oh, I just figured I'd help them get here before I left. And here they are, my lovely students. Well, now aren't they a youthful-looking bunch? It's a pleasure to meet you. We're first-year students from the Military Academy Class 7. I'm Reen. I'm Elisa. Thanks for putting up with us. Pleasure's all mine, I assure you. I'm Maga, the owner of this humble establishment. Sarah here has taken care of all your arrangements. Come, I'll show you to your room. Thank you, ma'am. Much obliged. I'll leave it to you then. I'm gonna go drinking. Louise, can I get some beers and snacks? I'll bring them right over. You know, it's not even noon though, right? God, Group B is such a long way to go then. If it's not even noon and we're here already. And they're gonna be there in the night. This is the room you're all going to be staying in tonight. Wait, we're all? Yeah, this is quite large. But still not that large for co-ed. More than enough space for our needs, thank you very much. But there are 4 beds, which means... Are you suggesting we sleep in the same room as the boys? I had my doubts about that too, but Sarah insisted, so that was that. I broke the beds into a group of 2 so you can make things less awkward, but that was about the best I could manage. I don't... This is gonna be a problem, isn't it? I don't have a problem with it personally, but I can't imagine the girls will be quite as accepting. Elisa, I don't believe we have a choice here. We are military students, we mustn't allow the prospect of mixed-gender accommodations to faze us. I know that, but... In the army, women share rooms with men. It's a fact of life born of necessity. You will need to adjust to this reality sooner or later, and this does seem a perfect opportunity. Okay, I get it. But if either of you 2 comes anywhere near our beds... I wouldn't dream of it. Likewise. I wasn't talking to you, Elliot. I was referring to a certain someone who already has a history of this kind of thing. Maybe if we chain Reen to the bed. I thought she'd gotten over that. I guess not. Apparently, Reen and Elliot has telepathy going on there. Anyway, now that your room's all sorted, let me give you this. Field Study Envelope April. Isn't that our Academy's envelope? Emblem. Does this contain the details of our assignment here? That's what I've been told, yes? Well, if you need anything during your stay, you just let me know. For now, I'll leave you to get settled in. Alright, shall we have a look inside then? Yeah. Okay, let's see what we've got. Day 1 assigned task. Bunch of side quests. I've run out some of the ingredients I need to make a particular medicine. I would very much appreciate it if someone could procure more for me. Please speak with me in the church for further details. Are these all things that have been requested of the student council? I need someone to replace a manufacturing ornament light in a road lamp for me. For more details, see me at Odvin's Arms and Orbital Factory. Dangerous monsters appeared near the highways, making it very difficult to harvest our crops. Someone please help us. Monster, scary dinosaur. Location, a plateau near the East Celtic Highway. My house is alongside the East Celtic Highway. Come stop by if you can. Define is 200 Celge radius around Celtic. Each student must record his or her activities daily to be remitted to the instructor upon request. So, this is our field study. Just looks like a list of menial tasks to me. There is a monster elimination request at least, but that's the most we have. I see, so that's her angle. Excuse me? Did you figure something out? Oh, no, it's nothing. We should go and talk this over with Instructor Sarah. She probably stuck around specifically to answer any questions we might have. Yes, you may be right. And while we're at it, we can grill her about this communal room she signed us up for, too. I don't entirely get what she's going for, but... Hi, person. Hi, Annabelle. This is truly the very image of a commoner's lodging. I mustn't complain, though. Having shelter from the elements is all I should be asking for. You're a stuck-up little noble, aren't you? Where is she? There she is.
Nothing hits the spot quite like a cold beer.
Unless it's 2 cold beers, according to her.
She looks like she's having the time of her life.
How many pints has she downed already? It's not even noon.
Oh, you kids are still here? I'll just be hanging back and enjoying myself, so go on ahead and get started. Don't mind me.
We have questions for you, though. What's with these field study tasks?
I'm glad they're not as difficult as I was expecting, but they're just so...
Well, it makes sense you'd have some doubts. You only need to do the ones it says are required, though. Feel free to just ignore the rest if you want. I don't care. Up to you how much or how little you want to do.
Stop being so irresponsible and...
Wait. These kinds of decisions are as much a part of our field study as the tasks themselves.
Oh, what?
What do you mean?
You have 2 days. Trista isn't far from here, so you'll be returning to the academy tomorrow evening. Until then, you can spend your time here however the 4 of you see fit. Every decision rests on your shoulders. I won't be forcing you to do a thing.
So... are these meant to give us more independence or something? That's about as much as I can think of. Maybe Reen's got something going on in his head a bit more than me. Okay, so what's up? You have this look in your eye like you've pieced something together. Well, does this relate in some way to our free day this past week? Specifically to the activities you were doing during that time? Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, exactly. I spent this past free day doing various tasks on behalf of the student council, and while one of them did involve going back to the old schoolhouse, the rest were just simple requests for assistance from the locals. In other words, exactly the sort of thing we've been asked to do here. And by the time I'd taken care of everything, I felt like I'd learned a lot about Trista in the academy, so I think we've been given a similar task here for a similar reason. That would definitely make sense. I mean, all I know about Saldic is what I've read. There's probably a lot we can learn by actually coming here and helping the people out like this. Indeed, the land of Erebonia is quite vast. This may be an invaluable opportunity to gather local knowledge of the place we may otherwise have never visited. Yeah, exactly. So, whatever various and sundry things Instructor Sarah may have planned for us, I say we just work our way down the list while immersing ourselves in Celtic culture and taking it in as much as we can. Sounds good to me, count me in. This actually sounds pretty exciting when you put it that way. Shall we depart then? Alright, I suppose... just get them to learn. It is an educational thing. During field study periods, the party is assigned a variety of tasks to complete, much like on Reen's free days. Details of these tasks can be confirmed via quest tabs of the notebook. When all the tasks with the required mark have been completed, the story will advance. Note, however, that any quests listed with a short time will become invalid when this happens. Good point. Short. Technically it doesn't say short. Oh, no, these two. Okay. Okay. Let's check out the town. That is like the worst name. The Weathercock. Oh my goodness. It's a lively market, that's for sure. Reminds me of a Renaissance festival. Wow, look at all the people here. Yeah, it really is bustling. I guess there's a reason people come from all over to visit it. Look, over there's even someone performing. Ha, I could see myself spending hours here. I see no harm in taking this opportunity to shop, as long as it's done in the process of completing our field study task as well. Yeah, it would be a waste not to see what all this town has to offer. We'll just have to make sure not to get carried away. It's not exactly like time is progressing at a particularly fast pace. Huh. What do you got here? Ooh, okay. They'll definitely have everything I could possibly need here. Probably more so.
Oh, the lace at that stall has a really pretty design.
Okay. Not even giving me a chance to buy stuff. Whatever. I guess I couldn't afford it anyways. Huh. Hello there, fancy-looking lady. Oh my, how wonderful. Following father along on his boring trip seems to have been worth it all after all. There's even jewelry and fur stores here too. Where should I spend some of my money first? You should give me the money. I want to buy something cool. Who might you be? I don't recall seeing any of you around here before. Do you have some form of identification? Soldiers? Wait, I think I recognize these uniforms. We're students from Thor's military academy. We're currently visiting Celtic as part of a field study. Thor's? You mean the Thor's? Now that you've mentioned it, I do recognize the emblem. My apologies for any rudeness. We're members of the Cruisin' Provincial Army. Our main duty is to keep the peace in Celtic. The Provincial Army? Isn't that... They're military forces operated by the ruling lord of each province, charged with maintaining security. They function as a secondary unit separate from the formal Imperial Army. So they're like the National Guard. I've never heard of any sort of field study program at Thor's. Seems a little early in the year for something like that too. But many graduates of your academy currently serve in our ranks. So, you be sure to uphold the academy's good name. Don't do anything you shouldn't. Thank you very much. We'll be sure not to let you down. I'm glad to hear it. Take care now, and keep your noses clean. We will. That concludes our patrol. Back to the guardhouse, men. Yes, sir. I like your mustache. I'd never actually grow a mustache myself, or just the mustache myself, but it works good on you. Man, he was scary. If they're the Cruisin' Provincial Army, doesn't that mean they're ruled by... Yeah, Eustace's family. The Albareas. Celtic is in the northern part of their territory, after all. I think it would be best for us to keep out of their way. We should return to the task at hand. Okay. So that's why Eustace is not here. I've been looking for the church. The hell is the church? Excuse me, are you Father Zerbel? That's correct. And you would be... Oh, I see. You must be the students who will be helping with my request. That's us. We came here from Thor's Military Academy. I suspected as much. Thank you for taking your time to come and speak with me. I'd like to request that you collect some ingredients I need to make some medicine. Do you have the time for to do this request for me? Sure, why not? We're ready to help. My thanks. Can I ask what sort of medicine the ingredients will be used for? It's essentially medicine to deal with the common cold by strengthening the body's immune system. Many people tend to catch it during the spring and fall, when the temperature switches between hot and cold, you see. That is why I ended up running out in the first place. That makes sense. I've had to rely on the church for medicine a bunch of times too. Definitely made my life easier. Agreed. We owe much to the vast amount of medical knowledge the church possesses. We really do, especially since modern pharmaceutics still can't compare to it. You students certainly know your stuff. Getting back on track, there are two types of ingredients I want you to collect for me. The first is a medical plant known as the bear claw, which grows in humid areas. It's not common to find growing in Celtic, but you can still get them at the Grand Market. There's a drugstore run by a man named Flint. Tell him that I sent you. I'll note that down. The other ingredient is imperial carrots. I can get these from a farmer named Paul who lives in the farmhouse on the West Celtic Highway. Again, simply tell him that I sent you and he should share some with you. Understood. That should be it then. Is there anything you'd like me to go over again? No, that's fine. Which of our two destinations should we make our way to first? I don't think it doesn't really matter either way. Yeah, I agree. We'll be off then, Father. I'll be awaiting your return. Yep. This should be simple enough. Welcome. Anything specific you're looking for? This must be the store that Father Zerbel mentioned. We're here on the behalf of Father Zerbel, actually. He asked us to come collect a bear claw from you. Oh, is that so? Well, here you go then. Received. Thank you, sir. I'm surprised at how thorny it is, though, considering it's a medicinal herb. Its resemblance to a bear claw is what it gets its name from, after all. Unrelated, but my supply of them happens to come from Liberal. They are flown in from Heimdall, where I had them sent along by train. Wow, really? I guess it really goes to show how big of a deal this market is. Yeah, there really is a bunch of unusual stuff here. The Maka's popularity is well justified. Well then, we should make our way to the farmhouse on the Western Highway next. Yep, let's get this over with quickly. I keep forgetting I can sprint. I keep forgetting I can quick travel too.
these windmills sure make the town feel pretty
Oh,
laid
enemies.
back.
Enemies ahead! We'll have to fight.
Go!
Okay. I haven't used this group before and missed. That was fast. Not good.
I can do this.
Okay, what crafts do you have? Pierces enemies with a burning arrow. Okay. And arts, heat wave. Covers the surface, that's heat. Attacks enemy with golden mat. That's weird. Revives.
Arcus activate.
I'm curious what that even looks like.
My turn.
What do you got? Fire, tier, simple on that front. Armor breaker. That's really good. Radiant dance. Ooh. Ooh. I'll have to try that later. Oh, I didn't get to see the golden balls.
Evil will fall before my blade.
Turn to flames. Burn!
Ooh. That's a good way to take it out quickly.
Of course.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's try. Let's just try it. It's gonna use up everything, but let's just see what it looks like.
Behold, my most powerful strike. Radiant blade dance.
Here we go!
I like it. Oh, hey there, little doggy. Is this the beast from the quest? It looks like we're not getting past here while that thing's around. I don't think it'll go down without a fight. No doubt, I'm pretty sure it's not going to let us sneak up on it from behind. That does pose a problem then. We're left with no choice but to overwhelm it through sheer force. Laura is able to use an S-Craft, which is a more powerful sort of craft. S-Crafts require over 100 CP and can be used at any time, irrespective of battle order, by consuming all of the user's remaining CP. Good thing I already used that. I hope I don't need it.
Well, shall we begin?
Okay, I think they gave her CP back. S-Crafts are powerful combat techniques that consume all of your CP. At least 100 CP is required to use an S-Craft, and the strength is boosted if used at 200 CP. By pressing triangle and a directional button on the D-pad, in battle you can have a character perform an S-Craft even when it isn't their turn.
Behold, my most powerful
So
strike.
this basically, again.
Radiant blade dance.
And still ballin'.
My turn!
And I got a critical, so... Hell yeah.
There! Now's our chance!
I've got you. Right.
All sleepy time.
Go!
Too bad you're all dead.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
Nicely done.
Blessed Arrow. Fires a Blessed Arrow into air, healing allies in it. Oh, cool.
I've only just begun.
Amazing. Laura really is the strongest student in our year, isn't she? Our seat style combat is even more impressive in person than I'd imagine. I appreciate the compliment, but I still have a long ways to go before I'm fully proficient in this technique. I'm also quite confident in the rest of you that the rest of you are fully capable of. What's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. I just completely realized you all suck at what you do, and I'm really awesome. No, I'm just joking. We still have much work to do. Come, we should be moving on. You're right. About S-Crafts and S-Breaks. S-Crafts are special crafts that deal immense damage but consume all of the user CP in the process. At least 100 CP is required to use an S-Craft, though its power is amplified if the user has 200 CP available. S-Crafts can be used instantly by pressing the triangle button regardless of the user's placement in the turn order. This is called an S-Break. S-Breaks are highly effective when used at the right time, interrupting enemies and stealing 8 attack bonuses that would be otherwise received. Tips regarding S-Crafts. Unlike normal attacks, S-Crafts are not capable of guard-breaking enemies. This is also true on critical turns, so determining when best to use S-Crafts and S-Breaks could prove crucial in victory. Admittedly, they apply so much more damage that unless you're just like not able to hit many enemies at that time, the amount you'd gain from making it critical would be just big advantage. Each member of Class 7 will acquire his or her own S-Craft at a different point in the story. Okay, that wasn't the beast I had to... was it? Scary dinosaur, no. No.
Is this a farmhouse?
It's the farmhouse, actually. It's exactly where I need to go in order to get my thing. Excuse me, would you happen to be Paul? That's right, who might you be and why the fuck did you just barge into my house like that? We're students from Thor's military academy. Father Zerbo requested that we come along and collect Imperial carrots. Oh, is that so? I'm pretty sure I set a batch aside for him. Can you wait a few minutes? Yep, can do. Yep, sorry for the wait. Here you go. Imperial carrots. I don't think I've ever seen carrots this color before. Likewise, they do seem nutritious, though. Don't they? They're actually rare enough that people present them to the Imperial family as gifts. They're said to have medicinal properties on top of being nutritious, too. So make sure you're careful while carrying them back. Understood. Leave it to us. That should be everything we need, right? Let's report back to Father Zerbal. Yeah, will do. Maybe if I stand farther upright.
I wonder where we are.
It says Lunaria Nature Park.
Yes, it does. Whatever the hell that means or implies. This area seems kind of different than anywhere else we've been so far. Lunaria Nature Park, huh? Seems like a park. Seems less like a park and more like a forest. Yeah, it really does feel like it's out of the place, sitting smack dab in the middle of a farmland, and as far as the eye can see. It may have some religious significance in ages past. Perhaps it was a place where the animists of ancient times chose to enshrine spirits of the forest. There's a place much like that in my hometown. Yeah, there's one in mine too. We might be from the same place. Who are you? What are you doing here? We're travelers merely passing through, and who might you be? We're park rangers here. As you can see, the park's off limit right now, so I'll have to ask you to leave. Off limits? Is there some construction work going on or something? Something like that, yeah. But that's besides the point. It's off limits. Get lost. We got things to do here. We're Team Rocket. Get out. What's with that attitude? As uncouth as their warning may have been, we should still turn back. This area is indeed off limits. We're trespassing. Yeah, and it's not like we have any urgent business here or anything. Good point. Come on, let's go. Although I must admit, something about this still feels a little off. They're Team Rocket. They're clearly Team Rocket.